Good evening, everybody. Live from Quinton, Oklahoma, Thursday Night Football Part 2. Another Thursday night edition of Dewar Dragon Football on DewarDragon.tv. Squirtle. Tonight, the Quinton Savages with a record of 4-3 take on the number 2 Dewar Dragons tonight, Class B Division 1. We're waiting the coin toss this evening. For the Quinton Savages tonight, their captains, number 2, Mike Perez, and number 20, Hunter Warrior. And Cash Faulkner for the Dewar Dragons, along with Nia Corbin, Kiki Berry, and Dom Celestine, the captains. Officials getting ready to have the coin toss as they exchange pleasantries. Have the toss of the coin here in just one moment. Drive down. It's a little warm here in the stadium, but as the evening cools off, it's in the mid-80s as we have kickoff. Humidity is high, at about 40%. No air conditioning upstairs where we're at, but we're going to endure. Coin has been tossed. The officials are going to line them up. The Dragons will be defending the west goal. And they will receive and defend the east goal. So the Dragons will be on the kick. We are kicking the ball to start the ball game tonight as we await 4 minutes and 50 seconds away. 4-3 on the year. The Quinton Savages, young team and have a little bit of experience, but they lost 3 really good players last year. Blankenship kid that was their quarterback, who's probably one of the best athletes in our area, who's now a wide receiver at NEO in Miami. And then big Cooper kid that was their lineman is playing offensive guard at Panhandle State this year. And the Wagon kid was at NEO as well. So they had 3 kids off of that deal. And the Blankenship kid, we saw him in basketball last year. We came down here for the district basketball tournament with all the teams there winning 16, 17 games, having a good record. They had the worst record and chose to play the Dragons the first night. And he scored all but 4 of their points that night. It was nearly unstoppable for us. And then Adina Joy ran in the state track meet that spring. And he was up there, and I think he made the finals and finished 5th in the 100 meters. Also qualified for the 200 meters, along with some of the kids from Walika. Just a really good athlete. Coach Brian Haney does such a great job with these kids. He pretty much coaches them by himself. And talking to him, we played them 2 years ago in junior high, and their junior high team was really good. It was a good ball game between us and them when we played down here. But they have been undefeated the last 2 years, and he says that his 8th graders coming up and the 7th graders behind him. So he's going to have some to go along with these sophomores and juniors. So look for the Quinton Savages to be a good adversary next year when the Dragons face them again in district play. They come in with an 0-1 district. Their only loss is to Keota this year. And tomorrow night, Keota and Caddo play at Caddo, Oklahoma. And that will be 2 teams that are undefeated in conference. In district will be facing each other. Dragons undefeated in conference as well, having beaten Savannah and Canadian, and playing Quinton here tonight. So a lot of football to be played the rest of the way. And there's going to be some other big ball games tomorrow night. Number 4 Garber takes on number 3 Turpin. And that will decide a lot of things as the playoffs go down the way. And also tomorrow night, Drumright and Yale play each other, both undefeated in the district. So that's a big ball game as we get towards the playoff picture when the playoffs start to rock and roll around when that time comes. So we're about 2 minutes away, waiting for the Quinton Savages to make their way on the field. It's senior night here in Quinton. We'll be ready for some football. The Dragons will be doing the kicking tonight. Will be Bentley Thrall. So we've been it's kind of weird playing on Thursday nights. Last week we had the blessing of not being in school. It was virtual last Friday after the state tournament. But we have to go back to school tomorrow, so it'll be school as usual. But it's just we're just excited for some football tonight. Billy Thrall will be doing the kicking for the Dragons tonight, along with Plano Coda Smith out here, along with number 24, Jalen Lindsay. Number 6, Joseph Moore. Joseph Moore on this side, along with number 22, Dakota Smith. Number 21, Bentley Thrall to do the kick. Number 15 on the kickoff team is Braxton England. The Brax man is out there. And on the far side, Kiki Berry. So we'll see what the Dragons have in mind and ready to do here. They're squeezing the hashes in anticipation of an onside kick or a pooch when the whistle is blown. Back deep is Mike Perez for Quinton. There's the kick. Takes a hop. They catch it and down it right there. Number 3 is Cash Hobbs, who makes the recovery there. They'll be right at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Going to see a lot of unbalanced sets tonight. Going to see some double tight. You can also see some guys split. You can have 2 in the backfield, a sniffer back in the back. Waiting on the sideline for the signal there. He's going to give the signal. Gives the handoff this time to number 5, which is Shamblin, Trent Shamblin. And he is hit there by Nia Corbin. And number 5, Dom Celestine with initial stop there. Loss. Well, I guess he didn't lose anything. They're going to give him right back. They're going to give it right back to him at the original line of scrimmage. I guess they did give him just a little bit of, boy, gave him a benevolent spot there. We'll call it 2nd and 9. Dragons in their 3-2 look. Plano Coda down here at the bottom, bouncing Benny at the top. Kiki in the safety position. Oh, Nia Corbin sniffed that one out, along with Clark Hopma, and cleaning it up as the linebackers playing downhill. Bringing in the backs here at this point. That 3-2 look going to put Cash Faulkner, the money man, down in the nose guard. At the top, Clark Hopma. Down at the bottom, Nia Corbin. Joseph Moore, the free safety look. They're going to use as much time on the clock as they can. Snap, quarterback takes it, has a throw, has a man across the middle intended there to number 2, Mike Perez. And Bray's pass goes incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 for the Quinton Savages. Dewar Dragon defense held there. Going to send Cash Faulkner back deep. Looks like they're going to run back into the punt formation. Mike Perez will be doing the punting for the Quinton Savages tonight. Fourth down and 9. Snaps away. Dragons rush. Comes down to Faulkner at inside the 20. 22, he takes it. He's hit immediately there by Hobbs and Perez. That's all he gets is up to the 24-yard line. Dragons will be in business 1st and 10 from the 24. Can't say enough about our line tonight. So all starts with the center, Isaac Powell. His buddies at the guard, Dom Celestine. And tonight is Damian Smith. Tonight is Nia Corbin. Lewis, the running back, give his to Lewis. Lewis makes a move, comes across. So we're going to try to get this here. Lewis picks up about 4 there, call it 2nd and 6. He's in the deep look there, man in motion, turn and toss. Going to run the double reverse back to this side. The give is to Kiki Berry. Kiki Berry's to the 50, sticks that foot in the ground, one man to beat. He's to the 40, 30. Bye-bye and tell the folks hi. Touchdown, Dragons. Kiki Berry on the scamper. As we did a little hoop-de-doo there. Josh Bean broke out the new play, brings it back with the reverse, and runs the reverse to perfection, picking up the blocking down the sideline. Blocking was excellent there on the Dragons' part. Just that easy, just that quick. 6-0 with 9:24 to go here in the first period from Quinton, Oklahoma. A lot of good memories down here at Quinton over the years as we have played them in district back in the 11-man days and the 8-man days. And a lot of ties to Quinton and Dewar that I'll get to later. On to kick is Bentley Thrall. There's going to be a little trickery. JoJo Waters takes it, goes right up the gut. 2-point conversion in the book. The Dragons lead this one 8-0. As we use the reverse to Kiki Berry, the legs of Kiki Berry, and the blocking of the Dewar Dragons. The guys did their job, and they answered their first call, taking the first drive of the game and put it in the books. 8-0 Dragons. We'll be back with more Dewar Dragon football after this. We may be experiencing some technical difficulties here, so is it the other one? Check, check. We'll try. We have having some technical difficulties up here in the booth. Try to get these fixed for you. I don't know if this fixed it or made it worse. So the Dragons, after the kick from Bentley Thrall, they will be in business from the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Savages on their second possession. Dragons stuffed them and then took the return, 4-yard return. Their handoff here to number 5, which is Trenton Shamblin. And he is hit there and brought down by the backers playing downhill. Nose guard Damian Smith, Dom Celestine, Naya Corbin on the tackle. So loss on the play is going to be 2nd down and 15 for the Savages here with 8:56 to go in the first quarter. Dragons leading 8-0. So just thank you for bearing with us here. We're trying to get all the audio here we don't have direct internet, so we're trying to do the best we can. Man in motion. Dragons take it. Oh, Cash took an inside route. Dropped the pass out to Perez. He's sniffed out there by our safety, Kiki Berry. So it's going to be 3rd and long here. Picked up a little bit of yardage there. We'll call it 3rd down at 12 for the Savages. 8:13 to go here in the first quarter. Dragons leading 8-0. Young team, 4-3 record coming in, though. The Savages have played hard under Brian Haney. And the future looks bright for them. Dragons trying to get a stop here and get the ball back and see what they can do to add to that lead. Using a lot of time on that play clock. Pass intercepted. Picked off right there. Bouncing Benny Atigwe. Puts a foot in the ground. Makes a move. Makes a man miss. He goes to the right side. Stops. Makes another move. And he's hit and brought down. Nice return by Bouncing Benny. See where they mark the ball right at the 20-yard line. Looking for some flags. So they throw the interception. Dragons have the Oski, but we also have a penalty against the Dragons. They're going to mark some yardage here, but still the Dragons will get the ball back with 7:35 to go after the penalty. Nice return there by Bouncing Benny, but with the aid of a block in the back. So they go to the spot where it happened. So it's going to be right at the 45-yard line after the penalty, so the return. But the Dragons do have the ball. Start their second possession from the 45. Kilhoffer at quarterback. Going to run the option. Pitches it out to Lewis. Lewis sticks his foot in the ground, goes around the left side. He's down to the 30. Makes the man miss. Penalty flag on the play thrown there. He's still going. Churn those legs. Keeps running. Down inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line where it comes to play, and then another flag comes out. So right at the 20-yard line, we had a flag on the play, and then now we have another flag. Illegal use of the hands against the Dragons, holding. Going to mark it back there. And that may be the only flag that we have. I guess they both wanted to get in on the action. I was glad it wasn't a personal foul for something said afterwards. But that's going to be enough for a First Family Federal Credit Union first down, and the Dragons will go from the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. 7:05 to go. Traden Doty at the running back to the right side. Goes out in the flat. Has him there. Looks there. Going to try and hit Nia Corbin coming across the tight end on the drag. Goes incomplete. Just got to let things develop here. Took a chance there. 2nd down 10. So Dragons in business. Started to say we were at the 30-yard line and you moved it back on me. Lewis returns to the lineup. Give to Lewis, sticks his foot in the ground. Waiting on a block. Nice block out there on the edge out there. He puts the foot in the ground, gets inside the pylon. Touchdown, Dragons. A 30-yard run by Braylon Lewis. Dragons lead this one 14-0. Great block out on that edge there. Very unselfish of the Dragons is getting the job done up front. Can't say enough about our line. Just fine blocking there. We kept our hands to ourselves. And Braylon finds his way to the end zone. Ready to do the kicking here is Bentley Thrall once again. JoJo Waters, though, took the snap and run it right up the gut for the 2-point conversion the first time. Try it again, and it's good. So the Dragons, Waters goes up the gut again, 16-0, 6:49 to go in the first quarter. The number 2 ranked Dewar Dragons flexing their muscle tonight here in Quinton, making a statement. So there's some big football games coming on this weekend that's going to have a lot to do with the playoff picture. I know part of our staff is going to go to Garber to watch Garber and Turpin play. And then some of us are going down south to go watch the Caddo Bruins and the Keota Lions. Coach Henry will take his Lions south, and we'll know a lot about that. And that'll be our next two opponents coming up, which will be homecoming next Friday night against the Keota Lions. And then the last regular season football game of the year, or the last district game of the year, and we'll see what happens on that game. It could be for the district title. And the Dragons would be playing the Caddo Bruins on senior night. So come out and support the Dragons. And if you can't, be sure to listen to us on Squirtle TV, DewarDragon.tv. Billy Thrall waits to kick. They have their guys waiting, and he's going to try the quick one again, let it travel. And the Dragons, once again, come up with it. Dragons have the football, 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Plano Coda with the recovery there for the Dragons. Coda Smith with the recovery for the Dragons puts them in business on their 3rd possession. The long 68-yard run by Kiki Berry, and then Braylon Lewis on the 31-yard scamper, and 2 JoJo Waters up the gut. 2-point conversions. Dragons up 16-0. Have a man here, jet sweep to Kiki Berry. Berry comes up, he's hit, still fighting. Here comes help. And they get him pushed out of bounds. The man with the initial stop there, nice. Coming up and grabbing hold, took a grab-and-o root and growl, was Mikey Perez till he got some help there from Sutton Miller and Hobbs to get him out of bounds. 2nd down and 3 for the Dragons. 7-yard pickup there by Berry on the first one. Pepe back to pass. Lets it fly. Has a man down there. Bouncing Benny. Benny catches it in stride. He's across. Touchdown, Dragons! Touchdown, Dragons. A 44-yard touchdown pass from the arm of Peyton Kilhofer to Bouncing Benny Atigua. And the next thing you hear is Black and Orange Forever as our fight song is being played. Dragons set up here, leading this one 22-0. They've scored on all 3 possessions. It's just been all Dragons here tonight. JoJo Waters to hold. Bentley Thrall to give it a throw with the foot. And he hasn't got to use it yet. Hit that one off to the right, but we have a penalty flag. He may have been roughed. I got a piece on that. They're waving it. They're discussing it. Roughing the kicker, personal foul. Dragons are just going to go over and talk about it. That'll be half the distance to the goal. Can come over and explain to Josh. That may be why it was a little off to the right. And I think it got a little deflected. So we'll try this again. Dragons accept the penalty. Andrew Smitty in the block. They're going to run a play here. Go for the 2 the old-fashioned way. Berry in motion. Stop. Going to throw the little pass to Kiki. Took him inside. Went back out. Right on the numbers. The 2-point conversion good. The Dragons now lead this one by a score of 24-0. 6:04 to go here in the first quarter. Coach Haney still coaching them up. They're going to regroup and try to get something positive to happen. But it's been all Dragons here in the first 3 series. Fine interception. We had an interception, nice return, penalties back, but Dragons have done it in the air and done it on the ground. So, Benny Atikwe with his touchdown reception. And then we have Braylon Lewis with his scamper. Some fine running there by Kiki Berry as well. And the Dragons getting into the scorebook, doing it a little bit of different ways and getting some different looks. So the Dragons have onside kicked and kept it short here early. Let's see if Thrall tries to do something here. Once again, back deep for them is Mikey Perez for the Quinton Savages. Aiden Powell up the middle row there of the 3, down at the bottom for the Savages. Thrall gives a kick, gives it a little pooch over the head, and it's taken right there by number 5, Trent Shamblin. Shamblin with the downs the ball right there at the 45-yard line. The Dragons, we have a big Scott Hood at the nose guard. Try to see who we have. We have Naya Corbin at the defensive end along with Clark Hotma. Doty and Dom at the linebackers. Penalty flag there. We have procedure against the Savages, so they shoot themselves in the foot. You know, it's kind of frustrating when you're trying to get something going, trailing 24-0 your first 3 series, and then the first thing you do is you have a penalty and it makes it 1st and long. You want to try to have positive yardage. A little frustration starting to sit in here on the part of the Savages here this evening. Joseph Moore, number 6, is our cover corner here. They're going to let the pass fly. Has a man out there. Landon Luke was intended receiver, goes incomplete. Boy, Joseph Moore was sitting right there hoping it would come his way, but it was nowhere close to the receiver. The receiver's in the area, but I'm just saying, so it now brings up 2nd and 15 for the Savages as they're continuing to let the clock run down as much as they can. .5:57. Clock is stopped at this point. Use as much of it as they can. Got the quarterback going to keep it on the deal. Downhill went Doty. He made the initial hit and cleaned up there. Cleaned up there by Bentley Thrall along with him. So the Dragons put them down to 3rd down and long, 3rd and 14. Pick up 1 on the quarterback keeper there. Split in at the top. Flanker down at the bottom. As the throw turns around, Dom had a coverage in the flats, and Joseph Moore come closing in. Pass goes incomplete, so we're looking at 4th and 14 and another punting situation. Back deep is the money man, Cash Faulkner. Pass went incomplete, 5:06 to go. Dragons be ready for a 4th possession here in this quarter, leading 24-0. Snaps back, boots it. Boots it over towards the Dragons sidelines. He runs down and marks it. Ball will rest at comes to rest on the 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Dragons. So Dragons will be in business after the punt. Net punt there of about 16 yards. No return. Dragons have it. Tight Twins to the right. Moore's loose. Pass is thrown to Joseph Moore. He takes it, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So the Dragons will be in business. 1st and 10. Nice little catch there. He fought through and drug across the field. Kilhoffer laid it on him, and the guy was able to get to him and knock him out of bounds. Nice catch there by Moore. A veteran receiver for us, man, is so talented. Can't say enough about the play of Moore this year. Handoff inside. Lewis gets loose again. Touchdown Dragons. A 9-yard scamper there as Braylon Lewis lowers his shoulder and goes on. Used his power and strength to get in. 4:47 to go. We're up 30-0 here in the first quarter. So it's been all Dewar tonight. Dragons. Bentley sets the tee. Waters in to do the holding for the Dragons. Doing the snapping. Payton will be doing the snapping. Right next to him is Big Cade Birdtail. Along with Lindsay. We have a flag. Delay a game against the Dragons. They're going to move the ball back. Furge along with Hood on the front line. Doing the snapping will be Payton. Lindsay. And Doty. Holding his Waters. Thrall to kick. Snaps down. Kicks on the way. And he hits. 4:47 to go here in the first quarter. The Dragons 31. The Savages of Quinton yet to score. So it's been all Dewar. I was talking earlier, good friend of mine and coached at Dewar, his name was Johnny Truesdale. Quarterback at Henrietta High School, was a manager at the University of Oklahoma, but also before he went to the University of Oklahoma to finish out his career, he also played football as a quarterback at Northwestern State in Alva. He was a football coach at Dewar, worked with our quarterbacks, receivers, and offense under the Coach Herring when he was coaching at Dewar, along with Paul Wilson. During that era, then it was time for him to get a head coaching job, and Johnny came down to Quinton to coach the Savages. Longtime friend, baseball coach and football coach at Waleka High School. Chris Carter was his quarterback. So that puts you back in the golden days of football. But Johnny Truesdale had ties, and Johnny and I played American Legion baseball together for years and years, and been good friends over the years. And then Chris Carter, enough said, little tie there. Dragons kick it off of Thrall, and it's taken right there, and the Dragons going down after it. Plano Coda Smith and Joseph Moore down there, and they just down it out of bounds. Chamberlain downs it out of bounds for the Savages, so they will have the ball just short of the 30-yard line, the 29-yard line, 1st and 10, as they start again. And penalties have been their penalties and interceptions and inability to get anything going in the air or on the ground for the Savages tonight. Coach Haney just keeps plugging. Get the pitch there on the option. Dragons sniffed that one out. Hopma did his job, turned it in, along with Scott Hood, Smith, Plano Coda. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Savages. The clock is running now, so the strategy of letting the clock run may be in their favor for a little bit. They need to get something to going. Perez takes the handoff. Oh, it's almost lost there. Oh, almost lost it again. Boy, that was sniffed out there. Dakota Smith along with Nia Corbin and JoJo Waters. Nowhere to be found. That was Dakota Smith. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long again, 3rd down, 10 for the Savages. Split a man at the top, got one of the slot. Bad snap. Perez for his life, being chased and pursued there. Oh, man, they get him and bring him down. Big Scott Hood on the chase. And then Birdtail was in there too, so nice play there by those guys. Boy, they just got after it. And I might have said it was Hood. It was actually Big Cade Birdtail giving chase. Running, seeing some of these kids. Furch is at the linebacker now, along with Dom. Joseph Moore in, as it is 4th and long. The the money man Cash Faulkner has it, retreats back near the 50 at the 6 foot of the ground at the 50, turns it upfield. One man to beat. Going to make a move. Bye-bye, tell the folks hi. Touchdown. The money man Cash Faulkner takes it 50 yards for a touchdown by the punt return. Fine blocking there. He made that one guy, made that one little move, little head and shoulders, stuck the foot in the ground, and here we go. Touchdown, Dragons. Just that easy, just that quick. The Dragons are on the board again, 37-0. 2:14 left here, still in the first quarter. The Dragons have earned their way back to the number 2 spot in the Squirtle polls and the state polls this week and in the Tulsa World. Snap just straight up the middle. JoJo Waters just right up the gut. 2-point conversion good. It's now 39-0. So the Dragons have had their way with the Quinton Savages tonight. Coach Haney and staff are going to try to regroup here, but they don't have anything to hang their hat on tonight. And we've all been, if we've coached as long as some of us have, we've been on both sides of this. And once that snowball gets to rolling, and once the dragon wagon gets to rolling, it can roll and roll in a hurry. And all the King's horses and all the King's men can't stop it sometimes. So we've all been there. So they'll wait the kickoff here. It'll be interesting to see what the Dragons choose to do here. We've tried the pooches. We've tried the deal. I'd like to see him see if he can put it in the end zone. They squeeze the hashes once again. An eager anticipation of the pooch or the onside kick that the Dragons have tried to do. Let's see what the Thrallmeister does here. Off the toe here. Do the little dragon shimmy. Now they back up. 4-2-1 look for the Savages. Thrall's going to go back. And he gets the foot into it. Comes down at the 20. Taken there. Loose ball. Scramble for it. He recovers the ball himself. So Perez gets the return. Up near the 30-yard line, it'll be just short of the 30, the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Quinton Savages. Tonight was senior night here at Quinton. A lot of enthusiasm still from the crowd. They've turned out and supported their kids well tonight. And getting a whiff of the pulled pork sandwiches they're selling down there, and the Cowboy is hungry. 1st and 10. 2:11 to go. Dragons leading this one. Pass is thrown and complete. Hit up and wrapped up man. The Dragons made the tackle there. Fine catch. Got what he could get. Sittelstein, Furch, and Smith, along with Kiki Berry. There were about 4 of them there, but they did nice pickup there for the Quinton Savages, as that makes it 2nd down and 4. Pickup of 6 on the play. Still content to let the clock run. 23 on the play clock. 1:34 to go and counting down. Here, still in the 1st quarter. Dragons up 39-0. Handoff. Right there, Furch. You name it. Furch, the dominator, Dom Celestine, down at the very bottom down there. Number 52, Caleb Russell. Zane Kaler as well in the lineup now. Holton at the top, Zane Kaler at the nose guard now. Nia Corbin, the defensive end right here at the bottom. Number 6, Joseph Moore, the cover corner here, comes up, does his job, turns it back in. Kiki Berry comes up and helps and cleans the play up and hit right there. Number 3, Cash Hobbs on the catch. So the Dragons first at the linebacker, getting some of these other kids in. Bentley thrown across the way. JoJo Waters at safety. Joseph Moore in. Zane Kaler getting some playing time. And Coach Haney wants a timeout. No, it's the end of the quarter. So as they take a timeout, we will too. We'll be back with more Dewar Dragon football after this.
Injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Surface Experts is your one-stop shop for all of your hard surface.
After the break, more Dewar Dragon football for you as we start the 2nd quarter. The Dragons will be going west, young man, as they pretty much headed east pretty well. Second down and short for the Savages. They're going to give him his initial progress there. That's going to be enough for a Quinton Savage first down. Nice piece of running there by Jaden Powell. That'll give them a 1st and 10, their first down of the night. That puts them in business at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. First down and 10. Going to give it this time. Man, the Dragons just swarmed that. Doty downhill, Dom downhill, Pepe. I said Pepe, I meant Hopema, Big Clark. Man, they've just played so well as a unit, and he keeps bringing kids in. They just answer the call for Coach Ross, what he's doing defensively here. They've had their way tonight, 39-0. Give up one first down. Perez rolls back. He's trying to let it fly. Has a man over there and throws it out of bounds. And intended receiver across the way was Trenton Chamblin. Goes incomplete. 10:41 to go here in the half. So they got a first down. Now they've created a 3rd and long situation for themselves. Third down and 10 for the Savages. And they have a player shaking up there as Cash Hobbs, number 3. Perez, the quarterback, gives the handoff of a jet sweep there to Shamblin. Shamblin's hit right at the 45-yard line for a loss. So it's going to bring up 4th and long for fourth down and long for the Savages. And Josh Bean wants a timeout. He's going to take a timeout. We will too. We'll be back with more Dewar Dragon football after this.
Damage.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation.
As we come back, it'll be 4th down and 11 for the Savages, or excuse me, 4th and 10 for the Savages. As the Dragons take the timeout, it's been all their way. We've had some technical difficulties tonight. We're doing it on the fly, but I have a fine staff up here. Hopefully we got the sound adjustment. Boy, they just hit him immediately. Ball is loose. And the player is down. But man, they come down, and the Dragons were just forceful on that. And they have another player hurt right here. He's trying to get up and get around, and that would be the quarterback, Mikey Perez, also their punter. And it appears to be the shin or the knee right there. So they've had 2 of them down. He and Hobbs have both been banged up a little bit and off to the sideline. Dragons have this one 1st and 10. Swing pass outside. Still on his feet, still running. That's enough for a first down. A host of Savages pull that down, but Bentley Thrall with the catch. Nice piece of running after the catch. Got what he could get. The Savages swarmed him down, but not until he had a nice pickup there. Good field position from the fumble, interception, from the bad snap. Pass in the air intended for Smith, goes incomplete. So Dragons will try this, 2nd down and 10. Pepe give it a shot there. Intended receiver was Plano Cota. Plano Cota Smith. Maybe get another chance here. Empty backfield for Kilhofer. Sends the man in motion, which is Thrall. Snaps his in the air. Pepe picks it up himself. Gets a nice block by Cota. Pepe using his size and strength. Gets a short pickup there to make something bad into something good. And after all that, pick up about 3. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Dragons. 9-10 remaining here in the half, up 39-0. It's been all Dewar tonight. 3 to the bottom and 1 at the top. Sends the man in motion, which is Thrall. Pass outside. Caught. Nice little piece of pitch and catch out there to number 6, Joseph Moore. Touchdown Dragons. There seems to be a huddle of the officials. They're going to call holding against the Dragons, and the hold takes place from the spot of the foul. So it negates the touchdown, erases the touchdown by Joseph Moore. Man, that was a fine catch. So we'll replay the down. Invariably, that happens when you're up 45 to nothing. As the man in motion, we now have a penalty. Procedure against the Dragons. So now we have move it back again. Replay the down. So it's going to be 3rd down at about 13. Man in motion again is Thrall. Pay back to pass. Going to take it and run. Sticks it out there, sticks his nose in and gets all that he can get up the gut. So I said up 45 to nothing. It's up 39 to nothing. Invariably, when you get ahead, and then also if you've knocked 2 or 3 players to the sidelines, anytime we hit anybody, so it's probably going to be a personal foul. So it's best to just keep playing. But that's the way it works sometimes. On to try the field goal here. This try would be a 30-yard attempt for Thrall. Trust me, he's got the foot. Kicks on its way. It's up. And it's no good, just off to the right. So we give it a try. And the field goal, no good. So Aiden Powell, number 1, the split receiver here to the bottom. See who comes back out at the QB. Hobbs, Perez. Dragons ready to play some D right here. Doty at the linebacker. Holtma holds his ground, gets in on that. Doty going downhill along with Dom and the cash man. Plano Coat at the top, Kiki Berry at the safety. Dom and Doty at the linebackers. Zach Moore at the nose guard. Got something going on here. The cash man's wanting to come off the edge. Dragons sniff that one out. Dom downhill along with Corbin. And Dewar's going to call a timeout with 7:04 to go here in the half. Dragons up 39 to nothing. Quinton will face a 3rd and 10 situation. So tomorrow we go back to school. We're trying to get a lot of things accomplished at the school during this week, and it's been a busy week, but made a lot of improvements on the central office at the middle school building. And if you get a chance to come up, the hallways look magnificent. We put in new flooring there, and it just looks awesome. Also updated the bathrooms that were in need of repair and some things and get updated. And Mike Bolding and the crew have done a fantastic job, and there'll be more improvements to come as we go. But it's been kind of an inconvenience at times, but progress is always good, and we all work together, and it's going to make our school so much nicer. And just keep adding some things like that. Last night was a busy night. We had our Gear Up program in the gym last night that Mrs. Jones put on, and trying to work with the kids there on some things. We've had some kids. We have cultural day at Creek Nation for the youngsters, and then some other things going on. Pass in the air goes incomplete. Intended over there for Aiden Powell, goes incomplete. So it's going to be 4th down for the Savages. Cash Faulkner back deep. Bouncing Benny. Coda Smith. Doty and Barry at the linebacker. Moore's up. Kicks on the way. Had a chance to go get it. Faulkner catches it. Feels it at the 48. Sticks his foot in the ground. Gets to the left side. Puts a move on. But they're not faked this time. As they get him down to the 35-yard line. So a nice return there by Cash to set up the Dragons here with 6:48 to go in the half. So the Dragons, with the 8 of penalties, calling back a touchdown and then trying to get where we need to get with penalties and all the other things that happened. And we missed a 30-yard, what would have been a 30-yard field goal attempt off to the right by Bentley Thrall. Long enough, but just off to the right. Get some things going here. Bentley Thrall, call the signals, give to Brown. Brown sticks his foot in the ground. He wants to run the ball. He gets a little motor going and gets down to the 20-yard line. Nice pickup there by Brown. Malachi Brown. So Dragons get a first and 10. First Family Federal Credit Union first down for the Dewar Dragons tonight. Thrall. Hands it again to Brown. Gives to Brown up the middle. Takes it down near the 15-yard line. Nice pickup there, about 4. Second down, 6. Moore to the right side at the bottom. Moving guys around. Thrall takes the snap, keeps it himself, makes the fake, sticks his foot in the ground. Bye-bye. Tell the folks hi. Touchdown, Dragons. Bentley Thrall with about a 21-yard scamper. Dragons are on the board this time. And it is now 45-0 with 5:23 to go in the half. Big, strong dose of Malachi Brown, and then Bentley said, I think I'll keep it myself. Thrall's pass intended there goes incomplete. So the 2-point conversion fails. So the Dragons 45, the Quinton Savages still yet to score. And we'll be back with more Dewar Dragon football after this.
We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
45-0 as we await the kick from Bentley Thrall. Back deep Cade Gabbard for the Quinton Savages. Kicks on the way from Thrall, comes down at the 15. Gabbard takes it to the 30, to the 35. He gets away. Bye-bye and tell the folks hi. Touchdown. Cade Gabbard on the scamper for the Quinton Savages as he went the distance on that one. As the Dragon found a hole and found a crease, got a little bit of blocking, and they sealed it off. And the Savages get on the board. 45-6, the Quinton Savages. Keep plugging, and they finally caught a bass. Waiting the two-point conversion here that's sure to come. Love it when teams continue to play. They get a chance to do something on special teams when they haven't been. That was sniffed out there as they handed it once again up the middle. And the two-point conversion fails. Dragons lead this one 45-6 with 5:04 remaining in the half. So that gets the Quinton band fired up. Well, their band sounds fine tonight. Just getting to see them as they got on the field today, and they honored the seniors today. But they played the national anthem, and their sound is good. And I remember last year when we came down here and played, because when we redistricted, this was our year. The way the schedule worked out, 2 years in a row, it looks like, well, we're going back to Quinton. Well, the way the schedule worked out, it was our year to come back here. The first year, they'll be at our place next year. But their band does a fantastic job, and kudos to their band director, and he has worked hard with them. And our band has been sounding nice. And, boy, it was so nice at the junior high games this year to have the 5th grade through high school play at the junior high games. It was almost like when we had good turnout for our junior high games this year, it was almost like having another high school game, and it's a good experience for those kids and adds to the school spirit. So just want to tell them that sometimes they're the forgotten ones, and fine job from our cheerleaders working with Miss Hayes. It has just been fantastic, the support that we have at Dewar schools. Kick on the way, comes down, hits. Cash Faulkner picks it up. He's going to the left side. He tries to get to the outside. He's going to try and pick up some blocking. He gets a block right there. Moore turns around and springs him loose. Bye-bye and tell the folks hi. Touchdown, Dragons. Just that easy, just that quick. Back-to-back kickoff returns. One for the Savages, one for the Dragons. 51-6. So the Dragons continue to flex their muscle tonight after take that. The Dragons answer back just that quick. 4:25 to go, 51-6. Going for two now. Thrall at quarterback. Brown in the backfield with him. Brown's going to take it. He's going to try to get in, and he does. And the two-point conversion. Dragons lead this one 53-6. So the Dragons once again, and Coach Bean is starting to substitute freely. And but I just can't say enough about just what our staff has done this year. And I know it just seems like, man, we're just wearing everybody out. And then, you know, we had the one stump of the toe to the number 2 team in Class B Division II, Walika, at our place this year. But, man, our young kids have played 4 JV games and are undefeated, beaten varsity teams in division below us in private school. And then the practice that we've had to do, I mean, they get to go against each other, and I just think it just shows you the culmination of what good coaching and giving them the opportunity, give them everything but desire. You know, we got the weight room. They've been sold out to it. We've had good turnout for our programs that we have there. The kids get in, take coaching, stay and work the extra things they need to do, and it pays off in a program. So when these young guys get a chance to come out and show their wares, they do a great job because I want everybody to see, I'm more than just a practice, just cannon fodder for the varsity. I mean, I can play. Thrall's kick again comes up, taken there by number 1, which was Aiden Powell, and they will have it there as a fair catch. They'll be at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Savages. JoJo Waters at the safety. Running in some of these younger guys here. We'll get to see there Jalen Lindsay, number 24, into the ball game. Man in motion. Little jet sweep there. Give it to him. He gets some good yardage there. Pushes it up to the 35-yard line where it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 7, pickup of 3. Positive yardage there for the Savages. The clock continues to run here. Had a good time to get a chance for us to sit down and the coaching staff and get along with Coach Haney and Brian Haney, and longtime friends of ours, and coached at Sealing, has come down here and has helped the program down here. Ball's loose and fumbled out of bounds. Shamblin come back in. That was Shamblin on the fumble there. Took a roll in the favor of the Quinton Savages, so it's now going to be 3rd down and 1. A short one at that. As Coach Haney continues to work with his kids and coach them up. We had a good time visiting with him. You're the old quarterback keeper here. And there's a flag thrown there. And that's enough for a Quinton Savage 1st down, but we'll see what the penalty is. So this is going to be against the Savages, it appears. Bo Wagon. So the penalty is against them. So they're going to quarterback keeper this time. That is Perez. Perez uses his feet and legs to get enough for a Quinton Savage 1st down. Turns a 3rd down and 7 into 1st and 10 that they would have had anyway after the penalty. And I think they got them for not having enough men on the line of scrimmage. Bo Wagon was in the backfield. Too many guys in the backfield on that push-shove thing that they had. And sometimes I wonder why they call something like that on a 1st down when you're down 53 to 6. Just let it go and let the clock run. 1st down. Point is moot. Number 3, Cash Hobbs is a return to the lineup. That was Perez after the run comes out. So Hobbs will be at the quarterback. 2:45. Clock continues to run. Dragons lead this one 53 to 6. But it has been all Dragons tonight. On the land, on the air, interceptions, punt returns, kick returns. We've seen it all tonight. Snap straight back to the quarterback. He keeps it finds it and goes to the right side. Pickup of 6 there. Second down and 4 for the Savages. He crosses midfield. So from the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Savages, clock continues to run. Have Aiden Powell at the top. Quarterback's going to keep it here. We have penalty flags all over the floor. We'll see what they call here. We have scores from around the state in Class B. Hollis 22, Empire 0, Laverne 47, Oklahoma Bible 8. And the big ones are tomorrow night. And Covington Douglas 38, Coyle 8, and Sealing 48, Ringwood nothing. Those are the scores tonight in Class B that we have at this time. So after the penalties are out, face mask against the Dragons, as it's face mask against the Dragons, it'll be another first down for the Quinton Savages. 1:32 to go. Snap on the way. Handoff this time is to number 5, which is Shamblin. Shamblin takes it around the right side. So after all that, going to pick up of 1. Second down and 1 for the Savages. Slot at the top, split end here. Quarterback's going to take it and run. Goes to the left side, gets a block there. Down near the 30, down to the 28-yard line, which is going to bring up second short for the Savages. Third and short for the Savages. 1:03 to go and counting down. We're under a minute. .24 on the play clock. Snap straight ahead. Perez is going to take it himself. Mikey Perez still on his feet. Braxton England along there with William Magnus on the stop. Lindsay in the ball game at this point. Bentley Thrall. Mr. Payton at one of the D ends, Zane Kaler. And we got my old buddy out there, number 34, Dylan Duke, getting some PT. 20 on the clock. As this one winds down, handoff this time to number 5, which is Trenton Shamlin. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Dragons. Dragons will have it with 9 seconds to go. Dragons lead this one 53-6. The clock is going to run out. They're assembling at the 50-yard line for the walkthrough and to greet one another and huddle at the midfield for the teams to get together and pray together at the end as you hear the fight songs from both schools. But it was all Dragons here tonight. The 4-3 Savages go 4-4 on the year and lose yet another district game. Dragons stay at the top, 3-0 in district play. The next two are going to be Dandies and Dewar as the one next week, next Friday night. At Dr. Ted Lewis Stadium will be homecoming night. So all y'all get out and support our kids, come out for homecoming, and I'm sure that we'll get to see some of the alumni come back, and it's always good when it's homecoming weekend. And it's going to just be awesome for us all to be there as we play Keota. And Keota and Caddo play tomorrow night. Both teams undefeated in district at this time, so that will have a little bit to know how things are going there. Then our last game of the year is going to be exciting. Another Dandy and Dewar. The Caddo Bruins will come to town, and that'll be our last district game. Then after that, the new season begins, which is the playoffs. Hopefully we'll be painting the wall one more time with another district title, and then we will go from there. And the Dragons, if they win in the first round, if we win the district, we're assured 2 rounds of playoffs at home. So the first round, the quarterfinals will be at home. The semifinals and finals will be at neutral sites. But it has been all Dewar tonight. Fantastic job for our kids tonight as they huddle and pray. Want to give a little update to continue. Some people have been asking how my mother's doing after breaking her hip on the OU Texas weekend at the Fowler Family Reunion. They did surgery and did a hip replacement on my mother. And she's 94 years old, and she's sitting up and was down playing bingo on Monday. And they've had her up, and she's where she can doing her physical therapy, but she's making progress every day, and her goal is to get back to the Baptist Village. But we are so blessed to have my mother, who was a long-time employee at Dewar Schools for years and years, was my gatekeeper for years and years. Just a magnificent woman. Continue to pray for her, and I thank and appreciate you for all the things you've done for me and my family with Mom going through this. But she's wanting to get back to the Baptist Village, and she'll have her therapy, and she's had my permission from the physical therapist to do that. So thank you for your concern. Thank you for letting us be here tonight. I want to say a big thank you to Ashton Deming and to Josh Kilhofer, my engineers, my photographer, and make this all possible. Thank you for battling through us with a few of the things tonight. Not making any excuses, but with the setup that we have with no internet, we've done the best that we can do. But as the Dragons make their way to the dressing room after singing Black and Orange Forever with the school, they're headed down to the dressing room. And we're getting ready to load up our stuff here. We have rounded third, and I'm heading for home. And as always, bye-bye and tell the folks hi.